Hello and welcome to Drewster Gamer FC, and this is level 20 to Premier League. So far in episode 7 of season 2, and we're going to first look back at how we did in the year 2024 at the start of the 24-25 season. So we started off very strong against Waveney under 21s, winning 8-1, and we scored in the first minute of that game, and then we scored in the 17th minute, then the 19th minute, then we scored in the 34th minute, and then the 45th plus 3 added minutes, and then we scored at the 59th, the 80th, and then the 82nd minute. And then Horsham Athletic, I thought, was a team that gave us a good game because we drew 1-1. We scored in the 56th minute, and then they equalised in the 89th minute. And then we went on to beat Bohemian Reserves 1-0 with a Ruben Wiggins-Thomas goal in the 48th minute. And then against University of East Anglia under 21s, we drew 1-1 with Bradley Wood-Garness scoring the penalty in the 52nd minute to get the equaliser. And then we ended September against Swaffham Town under 21s, winning 5-1. And all came in the second half, where we scored in the 56th minute, and then we had a pen in the 64th minute, and then we scored a minute later in the 65th, then scored in the 83rd, a minute later scored in the 84th minute to secure the 5-1 win. And then October went a little better than September, because September we had 2 draws. We started October against Norwich Medics Reserves, and we won 4-2. All our goals coming in the second half, with Ben Still in the 72nd minute. A minute later was Armelindo Memo in the 73rd minute, and then back to Ben Still in the 87th minute, and then Armelindo Memo in the 95th minute. And then we played Takaloniston Reserves, winning 2-0, an own goal from the opposition, and then a Ben Still goal in the 40th minute. And then we ended October unbeaten, winning every game in October, and we beat Eastern under 21s 2-0 with a Bobby Robertson goal in the 72nd minute, and then a Ronan Ismail in the 76th minute with a penalty. And then November, we won and drawn in November, and then Rubens Wiggins-Thomas got both of the goals against Rockland United Reserves, and then against Yakum Reserves we drew 2-2, and it was Bradley Simmons in the 70th minute, and then Dylan Bebb penalty in the 86th minute. And then in December we won our only game in December 4-1 against Horsham Athletic, which was an improvement from a 1-1 draw. Rubens Wiggins-Thomas scored in the 10th minute, and then Bobby Robson in the 34th minute, and then Ronan Ismail in the 77th minute, and then Wiggins-Thomas again in the 79th minute. So our opponent for today's episode is Bohemian Reserves away at New Road Sports and Leisure Centre, and then we're at home to University of East Anglia under 21s at Normanstown Park, and then we play Swaffham Town under 21s at Shoemakers Lane. So we're away, home and away. So hopefully we can have a great start to 2025 and continue our unbeaten season so far. So we got to do our post-match press conference. So we're talking to ITV Sport Jake Keeley. You turned Normanton Park into something of a fortress in recent times. How important is a good home record? I want Normanton Park to be a place teams fear coming to. We should be able to go out there for every match knowing we're already ahead in that regard. You got one of the best attacking records in the league. What do you attribute that to? I'm lucky to have fantastic players with quality in every area. How good must it be to see Robertson successfully adapt to a completely new position, which he has already rewards on the pitch. No complaints from me. I applaud Bobby's performance. Okay, I clicked on that one a bit too quick. And now I need to praise Rubens Wiggins Thomas, because he got 2 goals and an assist, and he is 36 years old. So that's quite good, quite impressive in a single game to get 2 goals and an assist at his age. So that's 11 matches in a row without a loss this season. And then Rubens Wiggins Thomas was Player of the Week. So we got 28 days until our game against Bohemian Reserves. Oh, we got an inbox. Okay, it's just something to do with one of our... Just a little summary of one of the questions from our or post-match conference. So, we've got a few games here which could change the table, because you got Swaffham Town under 21s who could get themselves up to second if University of East Anglia under 21 fail to lose against Rockland Reserves, and Rockland are looking to go off bottom of the table, and Eastern under 21s could stop Swaffham Town from pushing up the table and push up the table themselves. So, be interesting to see the results. And Rockland have got themselves off bottom of the table and jump up to 9th when they were rock bottom at 11th and are now 9th. And Eastern under 21s was unable to stop Swaffham Town under 21s, and Swaffham Town move up to 2nd place. I just realised we've had more draws this season than we had the entirety of last season. We only had 2 last season. So, let's have a look. So, Royal Oaks under 18s have got Spennymoor under 18s. So we got a weekly staff meeting. Well, have we offered Josh? Yes, we did offer him a contract. So weekly staff meeting.
Furthermore,
So our goalkeeper Jack Ward has completed the rehabilitation phase of his treatment plan and is now in position to begin full training following a fractured lower arm. So once, if I can find it. Oh. So he could literally play in the next game if we wanted to. Oh. we've got a few injuries. So Armelindo Mema is out for 5 to 6 weeks with a double hernia and injured lifting weights. And then Freddie Stanley just pulled a groin, so he'd be out for 3 to 6 days. And he was injured kicking the ball. So after kicking the ball during training, and then Armelindo Mema was during weight session, so lifting weights. So I have a feeling Armelindo Mema might not be able to play our next game. So, okay, do I need to offer Dylan Bebb another contract? No, we do not, because we already did that. Due to every time a player that we offered a contract to then signs the contract, and then for some reason, not long after signing for some of those players, you're seeing offers. I just do wonder how many times I need to have them over around my house or in the office signing contracts. So we have an early assessment of the youth intake this year. The intake lacks quality in goal. We got a C on that. There isn't a great deal of quality fullbacks. This isn't a great year in midfield. We don't have particularly good centre backs coming through. There isn't a lot in terms of wide midfielders. We appear short of the required standard up front. There are a lot of wingers in the system. We have no defensive midfielders coming through. We haven't got any new wing backs coming through. Okie dokie. When the intake comes through, we'll have a better look at it. So, Josh Johnson has committed his future to Royal Oak by signing a new contract. He is delighted to be working under you due to his admiration for you. No, that's not how I wanted to look at. So, Dylan Bebb is current ability leading the level 20. But then potential ability leading Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 player. And that's literally the league we're in. So he's got a finishing of 12, his headering is 6, bravery is 1. He's got a bravery of 1. Okay, determination of 13. Got good pace, good acceleration, good agility. A lot of these things I'd expected to be low, but I never expected bravery to be that low. So, in training, Tom Maureen was the best in training with an 8.75. The worst in training was Josh Johnson with a 6.65. And behind in the best, because you shows the best three, Ronan Ismail got an 8.20, and then Rubens Wigan Thomas got an 8.05 as the third best. Josh Johnson, I'm going to put an arm around Josh Johnson, as I don't think you've been training well recently. I'm glad you understand and want to work hard. So this season will be, if I worked it out correctly, will be a 9 episode season. But as I say, each season will have potentially more and more episodes. So let's have a look at the under 18s result, which should come up very soon. So a lot of these teams in the second half of the season will be trying to beat us, because a lot of them we have either won against or drawn against. We haven't been beaten by any team yet this season. And for the team that made us get our third draw, I congratulate you, because you had done something no other team last season could have done. Give us our third draw. We ended up only having 2 draws last season, and the rest were wins. But unfortunately, we weren't able to turn all those draws last season into wins this season, and we ended up with 1 more draw. And Dylan Bebb has signed a new contract. He is looking forward to continuing his career here with such a talented group of players. And Spennymoor Town under 18s beat Royal Oak under 18s 2-0. Royal Oak under 18s are 7th, so that's still decent. We still could get up. I think it's probably as high as 4th. I think is where we would finish in the under 18s league. As high as 4th, I say. Due to the way the points are now, we could go 3rd, but end the league season 3rd, but I'll say as high as 4th. Anywhere between 7th and 4th is where I think we will finish. But for the first team, I say we're going to finish top of the league. Ekidix. So training schedule. So you got overall. You got attacking. Then overall. Then match practice. And then match practice. So we got overall. And then outfield, attacking, then match practice. And then we got a rest and then match practice. On the day that the under 18s have got a game against King Lynn. So, do we need to offer Ashley Harris another contract? Yes, we do. Weekly staff meeting. Not going to move anybody from the under 18s to the under 21s just yet, due to the fact that the under 18s are in a league. So let the under 18s finish their season before we move anybody from under 18s to under 21s. So we've got 2 inboxes. So just one about the injury. Scouting is finished. Ooh, we could get ourselves another centre back if we wanted to. Transfer interest, none. Don't think he wants to. So let's sim a little further. So we've got 1 inbox. I think that's that player that we had a scout report from. Scout report has an impressive jump in reach, good in the air, has a competitive streak which can often lead him to bending the rules. Has work to do improving his passing. Slow player, must be more consistent if he stands a chance of making it here. Unambitious, doesn't look to further himself. Is likely to find it difficult to fit in with the core social group, and is more likely to slot into a secondary group, and can only play in one position right now. Yeah, so he would be like fourth best. I think he only got put fourth best maybe because of his potential, but I'm not going to take a risk on him. What I just read there. Too many cons. Whoa, David Moyes at Fulham? Get him back at Everton. Get that man back at Everton on this save. I am unhappy with that. I may be a Watford and a Salisbury fan, but I don't mind David Moyes. If he ended up at Watford, weirdly, I wouldn't be too disappointed with that one. So we need to offer Dylan Bev a contract due to an offer from Holbrook Olympics trying to go in for him. So, Bohemian Reserves have got Rockland United Reserves. So, Rockland United Reserves could push up further up the table, and Bohemian Reserves could push themselves up to third in the table. So Tom McMaureen was the best in training, with Ronan Ismail second best in training, and Freddie Stanley third best in training, and Ben Lewis was the worst in training. And Rockland United Reserves got up to 6th in the table. At one stage they were 11th and now up to 6th. In a short space of time, you can easily move up this table. So if I was to fail to win my next game, and then Swaffham Town under 21 to win the next game, they would be 5 points off top of the table, Swaffham Town, but only if I fail to win. And I don't think I'm going to fail to win, because Royal Oak haven't looked like failing to win any game this season. We've had games, I know we had games where, I think this season, where it looked like we could have been dead and buried. But this team, we keep fighting. We do not give up. And that's what I like about this squad. So, we have got Horsham Athletic versus Yackham Reserves. And Yackham Reserves could get themselves into second in the table if they beat Horsham. And Horsham Athletic could also get themselves second in the table as well. University of East Anglia under 21s could get themselves second in the table as well. So 3 teams in today's games could get themselves second in the table, and they're playing Eastern under 21 who can get themselves out of the relegation. So, Horsham Athletic drew 0-0 with Yackham Reserves. Yackham Reserves dropped down to 4th in the table. Swaffham Town dropped down, under 21 dropped down to 3rd. And University of East Anglia under 21s have gone up to 2nd with 19 points and with a better goal difference. Every team has lost a game apart from Royal Oak. Can Royal Oak keep that going? And Royal Oak's under 18s win 3-0 against King Lynn's. And King's Lynn's are 5th in the table. Royal Oaks are 6th in the table. And King's Lynn's are 3 points above Royal Oaks. So we've got 2 inboxes. Something about player of the week being Rogan Darling, some 16-year-old fullback. Let's scout the player just to see what comes back saying about that 16-year-old. So we got Norwich Medics reserved versus Waveney under 21s. Waveney under 21s could get themselves up to 6th. And Norwich Medics could get themselves up to 4th. Swaffham Town could get themselves back into 2nd. And Tacalonis reserves could get themselves out of the relegation. So let's see how results go. Swaffham Town win 2-0 and go back into 2nd by a goal. And Norwich Medics go up to 5th, winning 4-1 against Waveney under 21s. So Tacaloniston reserves stay bottom of the table for another week and another day. So we're going to get a scout report on that Jard Eagles, because he seems to be doing well for Swaffham Town under 21s. So Ashley Harris has signed a new contract and is delighted to work under me due to his admiration. And Jack Ward has just got another injury by pulling a groin after mid-kicking a ball, out for 6 to 9 days. So not so bad. He won't be out for the full 11 days we got left until our next game. So we got 10 days until our game. So do we need to offer Ashley Harris another contract? Yes, we do. Due to an offer. So our under 18s will be playing Kettering Town under 18s. So hopefully we can push ourselves further up the table, the under 18s. So Dylan Bebb has signed a new contract, which is good news. And another team, or another club, has signed a player that we were trying to scout, just so I could see a bit more about him. So we got just over a week until our next game. Well, just under. Just about a week, shall I say. So fingers crossed for the under 18s. So we just gave Ashley Harris a contract. Hopefully he signs again. So, Royal Oak absolutely smashed Kettering 5-2. And Royal Oak are still 5th, a point behind Kettering under 18s. So hopefully in our next game we can push up and go above Kettering. So we got just less than a week now. On the same day that we play Bohemian Reserves, Royal Oaks under 18s play Braintree under 18s. So we got our weekly meeting, which we're going to attend. Place another player on the loan list. And Watford have just hired a new manager, Van Bronckhorst. Never heard of him. And he's just been hired on the save. So we got one in box. Oh, we could make a bid for him. Let's suggest terms. Make offer. We'll make the offer. Hopefully that gets accepted. And he has no interest. Okay. Come on, let's hope the 35-year-old wants to join. And he doesn't as well. I thought so. So we've got two in boxes. Ashley Harris is committed his future to the club again. So that's good news. So we got 7 inboxes. So we got monthly board giving me an A+. Could not be happy with the progress towards our overall vision, and also recognise the improvement made to the club's stature. B- for tactics, happy with the impact of wing play. We don't play wing play. And A, the board could not be A+ for squad. A, board could not be happier with the strong support and backing from the players. They're delighted that the team's on course to win the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 this season. There's no doubt that the fine run of results that have put the team together of late has contributed to our achievement. Very pleased with the level of support from the squad, delighted with the positive atmosphere, but they're very disappointed with the 2-2 draw against Yakin Reserves. Monthly supporters, delighted with Armando Mehmet's performance, delighted with Bobby Robson's recent performances, and they go on about wing play style. We're not playing wing play style. I've got a C+ overall. I've got a B- for tactics. Fans are happy with the impact of the 4-2-4 wide formation as in recent matches. Particularly pleased with quality of party and display when using this style. C+, our fans are pleased that so many players are in good form right now. Ruben Wiggins Thomas has retired from football. He made 7 appearances, scoring 6 goals. So Ruben Wiggins Thomas has retired. We're going to keep history after retirement. And we made an offer for a player. Let's see if we can offer to get Daniel Braithwaite back. And no, we cannot get him back. So we're on to our first game of the episode. Okay, you've got 4 inboxes. Talking about team selection advice. Well, we will change the team up a bit. You have won the last 3 matches against Bohemian Reserves. Is that the sort of run important, and can you keep this going on Saturday? It's something that provides a little bit of an edge and a boost in confidence. We know we have the upper hand and we believe that we can win. Why have you been so good away from home recently? Our style suits playing away from home. Is it necessary on us to set the tempo and control the play, but instead we can enjoy ourselves? There has been a large swell of support from the fans for your attacking intent. Is that something we can continue to expect from you? I like watching attacking football and I think this is the only way to be consistently successful. Josh Johnson has put pen to paper on a new contract despite interest from elsewhere. You must be delighted that he's committed his future to the club. I am mainly happy because we can put an end to all transfer nonsense and surrounding him with Lay. He's our player and I'm delighted he signed a deal, and we're also talking to Sky Sports. Sean Henry. So let's sort the team out. Gonna swap goalkeepers. Okay, Freddie Stanley in for a game. From Hayes, you can replace Carl Jones. Jack Holden. You can replace Ben Lewis. Armelindo Mema. Actually, you can get replaced by Wood Garness. And then Oliver Skinner can come on in your place. Caleb Harvey. Josh Johnson's going to go on. And then Bradley Simmons can go on the bench. Actually, Ashley Harris can do that job, can't he? Okay, we need to pick our striker for today's game. And I think we're going to go with Roman Ismail. And then that frees up space on the bench. And we're going to put Kean Parsons on the bench. Coxie Green. Oh, I know Coxie Green. Where are they based? Yeah, I know where this is. No, you're not having Ashley Harris. So you're going to sign another contract. So we've got an inbox. And the best in training was Roman Ismail with an 8.40. And then Tom McMaureen got 88.15. And then Freddie Stanley got 7.30. And then Ben Lewis was the worst in training with a 6.35. So we're finally on match day. So we've got a winger who has signed. Gregory Frankenberg. Who is Welsh? Frankenberg. Sounds like German. Is he part German? Well, he could be part German, actually. No, not part German. So the under-18s for Royal Oak just lost 3-2. And Royal Oak are 6th. And Braintree, after their win, is 1 point above bottom of the table. So you got one in box. Did we sort the keepers round? Yes, we did. We did sort the keepers round. Okay, we made some changes. So we're going to the match. But first we're going to see what some couple of fans say about the lineup. Even I'm struggling to pick a hole in this team. Looking forward to this. Frankenberg's about to show everybody why he's so good. So you can't really see Bohemian reserves because they're a reserve team. You can't really see their recent form. But here is Royal Oak's recent form with 4 wins and a draw. Or last 5. So we are not even 30 seconds in and we're on the attack with Dylan Bebb on the ball. Plays it to Roland and then the highlight slowly ended. So we are looking to try and win this ball back, which we should be able to do. But they are passing this ball around nicely, Bohemian reserves. Brilliant save by Jack Ward in goal. He doesn't replace the other keeper due to injuries. It's just that Jack Ward was out for a bit of time, longer than most injuries, and I felt I wanted to give him a game on his return. Go on, Stanley. Go on, Freddie. Go on, Jack Holden. Maureen. Ismail. Not long after Wood Garness announced his retirement, can Ismail help the team get a goal? Josh Johnson. Robertson. Ball's been cleared. So the goal has been disallowed due to offside. So Ronan Ismail had a goal disallowed. I'm going to encourage the lads because we should be 1-0 up by now. We got a free kick with Robertson putting the free kick in. It's been cleared to Ismail. Ismail out to Beb. But it's gone cleared as far as Hayes. Hayes to Rowlands. Come on, Rowlands. Forward to McMaureen. McMaureen to Holden. Go on, Holden. Holden plays it forward to Frankenborg. And Frankenborg was offside. So we are just over 20 minutes played. And it's currently still 0-0. We've had 2 shots, no shots on target. Bohemian Reserves have had 3 shots, 3 shots on target. So we've got the ball here. Can we get a goal before half time? Stanley to Robertson. Go on, Robertson. Robertson goes for goal, but it's been saved and out for a corner. Frankenborg on his debut whips in a corner. Ball's been headed cleared out for another corner. So Bobby Robertson with the corner whips the ball in. Ball's been cleared only as Frankenborg, but instead it goes out for a throw. A half-time whistle and it's 0-0. We're definitely, I think, going to turn this round in the second half. So a few changes will need to be made, like the likes of Bobby Robson, potentially Dylan Bebb, or potentially Kai Rowland. I'm probably going to make some changes. And it'll be Kai Rowland to come off first. Can we get to that ball? Well, the opposition got to that, and they're still in the attack. Great save by Jack Ward. Ball's been whipped in. Well cleared by Holden. Oh, brilliant from Hayes with the clearance. Go on, Frankenborg. Go on. Over to Ronan Ismail. Oh, brilliant play by Royal Oaks to play it backwards. And wasn't enough of a highlight to show Stanley going forward. So we're going to have Woodgarness come on for Gregory Frankenberg. So, made a couple of changes with Carl Jones and Bradley Wood-Garness. So we're going to make another change, and I think we'll make a Dylan Bebb change, as we are struggling to score. And then Skinner, you can swap with Ronan Ismail. Hopefully those changes. Actually, I found a better change. So if we swap Skinner around with Wood-Garness, and then, yeah, that'd be better for us. And then the shout, we're going to demand more, due to the fact that it's 0-0. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Defend. Come on, lads. Great block. Fantastic block. So we got a free kick with Wood-Garness. Wood-Garness. So this is our first game since Wiggins Thomas had announced his retirement. Go on, Ismail. Robertson. So hopefully, if he is watching, Wiggins Thomas, hopefully we can get him a win. McMaureen's gone out wide to Holden. Go on, Holden. Jack Holden. Jack Holden could put it across, which he does. Ismail goes for the header, and Bobby Robertson tried to go for the bicycle kick, and it wasn't spectacular. Go on, Hayes. Go on, Tom Hayes. Gives that to Freddie Stanley. Freddie Stanley with the long ball. And it's got cleared by the opposition. Hopefully we can get the ball back. Oh, brilliant save by Jack Ward. What a save on his first game back since injury. He's had a brilliant game, Jack Ward, to keep it at 0-0. Well punched away. Hopefully the shot doesn't go on target. Brilliant save. Jack Ward is really keeping our unbeaten run going here. I'm going to fire the lads up. We get this ball cleared, which we do only as far as the opposition player on the edge of the box. And he has just kicked it out for a throw-in. So they got a free kick. Well cleared. Our Bohemian Reserves going to get their first win against Royal Oak. If they score now. Luckily they've missed. It's still 0-0. Come on. Can we get this cleared? Not cleared, but like, can we get upfield for one last attack? One more opportunity. McMaureen over to Freddie Stanley, who needs to get this upfield. Hayes to Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson. Not a great ball by Josh Johnson. And full-time whistle has blown. And this is another record to add to the amount of draws. This is our 4th draw of the season. Which is 2 more than what we got last season. And we still haven't even ended the season yet. So we're a little disappointed there with that result. Due to our record against Bohemian Reserves. Winning all 3 of them. Ooh. David De Gea getting a contract. Being offered a contract by Espanyol. That'd be interesting to see him at Espanyol. So let's do our press conference. Talking to Sky Sports News. Can you keep this fantastic run of form going? Royal Oak look unbeatable at the moment. I think if you look at our fixtures and our current form, this good run can go on a little while yet. Is there a danger of your players being complacent? Each result brings us a bit more confidence for the next game, and that's a good thing. How do you think Gregory Frankenberg's debut went? Debuts are never easy. I felt he coped well with the expectation. How much did you enjoy Josh Johnson's performance? He was terrific. The sort of thing he's capable of. And thank you, Sky Sports. Thank you, Matthew Robertson. We're going to praise Josh Johnson. So we're 12 match in a row without a loss. And we're unbeaten run reaches 30 games. So we're going to sim up to our next game against University of East Anglia under 21s. So we've got 3 inboxes. So we're unveiling Frankenborg, even though he's already played a game. What does it mean for the club to sign Gregory Frankenborg? It's always satisfied to conclude transfer business, and this is no expectation. Is Frankenborg the sort of player who can make the difference? Don't want to comment on that. Will Frankenborg be able to give Rylock a decisive edge in big matches? I don't think we need to put that sort of pressure on a player from day one. We win as a team and we lose as a team, not as an individual. Do you feel the squad will react positively to Frankenborg's arrival? What position's best for Frankenborg? No comment. Gregory Frankenborg and Josh Johnson will draw very similar comparisons. Are you prepared for the competition for place between them now? Do you agree that signing something of a coup for Rylo, given the stature of the player and of the club? Are Rylo group easy enough for someone like Gregory Frankenberg to settle into? Will you be able to fit? Blah, blah, blah. So we're continuing to sim up to the next game in January, which is against University of East Anglia under 21s. And they are currently third in the table, unless things changes. So we're just making a lot of players available on the loan list at the moment. So that's what they're telling us on the weekly staff meeting. So we've got to talk about Bobby Robson's performances. So we got one in box. Oh, that was really nothing. So Ashley Harris has committed his future to the club once again. So Josh Johnson's got another club in for him, so we need to offer him a contract again. So Roman Ismail was the best in training, and Bradley Wood Garness wasn't the greatest in training. So we got 5 days until our next game. So Bobby Robson got injured for 2 to 3 days with a tight thigh. Don't know why it says he's got a tight thigh. And then Oliver Skinner suffered a bruised ankle and out for 1 day. opportunity to offer. So we got our press conference, and who we're going to be talking to, what journalist. Don't know what company that is. When do you expect Bobby Robson back from injury, and will he be able to play against? I'm not sure, we'll have to wait and see. Royal Oak could give up first place with a defeat here. So how cautious are you of that? We're treating it as a must win. What are your thoughts on the 14-day gap fixture? I'm not concerned myself because we had 14 days gap last season. and we managed to go up unbeaten. So we're on game day, and they've also, the under 18s have got Bishop Stratford. So Royal Oak are facing University of East Anglia. Eastern under-21s will be facing Waveney under-21s. Horsham Athletic will be facing Bohemian Reserves. And Rockland Reserves will be facing Norwich Medic Reserves. So we need to win this game, or even draw this game potentially, and that could keep us top of the table. So we're going to stick with the same lineup, but we need to change a few things around due to injuries. So Ashley Harris can come back into the 11. Ben Steele can go in for Oliver Skinner. I think Ben Steele instead of Ronan. And I think we could win that game. Carl Jones, you definitely need to come back in because you are so much better than a Carl Jones. You're so much better than Tom Hayes. Bradley Simmons, you are definitely better than Tom Maureen. Kieran Parsons, you're better than Freddie Stanley, in my opinion. Please. Happy that Frankenberg is starting. I can't find fault with that. Noble. It's almost like someone in the Noble family really likes Lionel Messi, so they called their child Lionel Noble. Or maybe someone decided, or maybe someone related to Mark Noble or something, and married somebody who wasn't a noble, but decided to use a noble last name and be like, my favourite player is Messi, and they were just like, right, still got to have the noble last name, and he's going to be Lionel. So we're on 28 points. Swaffham Town under 21s are on 25 points. So a loss here helps out Swaffham Town a little bit to close that gap. Really thought at one point of the season the gap would never have been closed. But seems like this season's a little bit tougher. God did it, Beb. Play it to Harris. Harris, play it back to Beb. Beb, should have played that. Beb, play it to somebody. Well done. Go on, Simmons. Over to Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson still got the ball. Foul ref. Book him. I don't care if it's not been a minute. Book him. Oh. Frankenborg with the free kick. Oh. Go on. Play it back. Harris. Save. Corner. In just over 1 minute, we've had free kick, a corner, not even 2 minutes gone. Oh, we got a throw in. Not exciting anymore. Going to encourage, because I felt like we should have probably had a goal within those first 5 minutes. Their keeper, after the however long we've played right now, is on 7.0. You lucky bugger. He's lucky to be on that 7.0. We're going to make sure you're not on a 7.0 at the end of this, mate. That's for sure. University of East Anglia goalkeeper is not keeping his 7.0. Because they haven't even had a shot yet. And we've had a shot within that first 2 minutes. Oh, they just had a shot. And it was denied. Can we get our 7.0 now? For the goalkeeper? Run onto that. Make him play backwards. Brilliant. No. We don't get a 7.0 for denying one of their shots. Can we... Oh, well punched. Uh-oh. I say well punched. We're 1-0 down. University of East Anglia are being a massive help to the team in second right now. Both of their shots on target. Okie dokie. We definitely need to demand more. Well, for you, Bradley Simmons getting you a card, that might not be in this position. This is the thing is with Jack Ward. I know he's young, but he goes from a guy getting a clean sheet to a guy that starts conceding, and that's a bit annoying because generally, like with some goalkeepers, you'd be able to think they'd be able to put up a fight in the first half after getting a clean sheet in the previous game. Josh Johnson to Simmons. Go on, Simmons. Plays it out to Holden. Go on, Jack Holden. To Carl Jones. Carl Jones to Simmons. Simmons short to Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson finds Dylan Bebb. Oh, Dylan Bebb. Who's he picked out? He's picked out Frankenborg. Frankenborg picks out Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson over to Dylan Bebb. Go on, Dylan Bebb. Plays it to Josh Johnson. Plays it back to Harris. To Ben Steele. Ben Steele goes for goal and it's a save. Out for a corner. Come on, Frankenborg. Frankenborg whips in the ball in. Go on, Harris. Get to that. Brilliant, Harris. This is brilliant play. Can we get into half time at 0? Oh, not concede any more goals because I was about to say 0-0, but we're 1-0 down. Oh, we really need to turn this around in the second half, lads. Because this ain't great. We're going to throw bloody water bottle. Fresh arms. Fresh arms. Fresh arms. Wow. He was red-faced. Didn't look it. But when it came to throwing a water bottle to the attackers, he seemed to be motivated. Come on, lads. I've just been throwing shit around the dressing room. Fucking do something. I didn't do it in a way to scare you lot. Did it in a way to make you fucking realise that we could be blowing a fucking massive lead we had in the league table to potentially dropping to second. Good block. Well done, keeper. Go on, keeper. Why are they in the highlight? Why can I not see the goalkeeper that kept the ball? Go on, Josh Johnson. Out wide to Jack Holden. Go on, Holden. To Frankenborg. Go on, Frankenborg. Take him on. Putting that cross. Go on, Frankenborg. Put a cross. Go for goal. Yes! Gregory Frankenborg! Who signed before the last game that we drew 0-0. And he has got us the equaliser in today's game. I don't mind if I come out of January with 2 draws, as long as we haven't been beaten. Fantastic. Gonna praise for that draw. Might not be happy with that, but I'm going to praise that we got a goal back. Going to be Dylan Bebb to come off. Because Ben Stills had a little bit of a better game than Dylan Bebb. Come on, whip that ball in. Get that cleared. Clear your lines. Come on, lads, clear your lines. Brilliant save. Well done, Jack Ward. Making up for your mistake in the first half. O'Neill for University of East Anglia. Can we get that cleared? Which we do. Josh Johnson put on the pressure. Oh no, he's got a clear opportunity to put it across. Don't know why he didn't. Block. Block. Get in front. Put the pressure on. Make them panic, lads. Dylan Bebb is definitely coming off. Then we're going to have somebody in midfield to come off in a bit. Oh, a 3-1 and same guy again. Close them down, lads. Bit disappointing here, lads. Our beaten run could be ending. Great. This is not great, lads. Bradley Simmons, you're coming off because you're doing absolute fudgel. Matt Maureen. We'll get this ball back. Well done. Come on, get the ball to Matt Maureen. I know he will do something. We need to get the ball somehow to Ben Still to be able to do something. Get that cleared, lads. Well done. Go on, Jones. Go on, Carl Jones. Go. Play in the middle to Frankenborg. Frankenborg. Play the ball, Frankenborg. McMaureen. I knew he would do something. I knew McMaureen would do something the moment I put him on. Come on. Go back. 3-2. Then Kai Rowland off for Tom Hayes. And then we are done. And I think this could be the deciding factor if we get a draw or not. This Tom Hayes coming on. Come on, lads. Close him down. Close him down. Come on, lads. Keep closing them down. Keep pushing them backwards. Go on, Harris. Go on, Ashley. Ashley Harris. Going down the line. Come on. Put that cross. Ben Steele. Ben Steele. Put that over. We'll go attacking for the remaining minutes. We're going to encourage the lads. Go on, Frankenborg, but Maureen, Jack Holden. Team up Maureen to Jack Holden. Holden puts the ball in. Harris. No! But is there an offside in the process? There was an offside in the process there. We could have got ourselves a corner. Come on. 6 added minutes. Can we get another highlight? Come on, lads. Can we get this ball back? Oh, he's going to play backwards. Oh, maybe not. No. Close the gaps. Close the gaps. Because they've got an opportunity to get themselves at 4th. Well done, Maureen. Maureen, play the ball to somebody. Well done. Still over to Frankenborg. Frankenborg, play him. Play him. Yes! Come on. Come on. Royal Oak, come on. 3-3. Fantastic. Fantastic bit of work. Do we have the time to go and get another? Demand more. Get this cleared. Go, Hayes. Go. Go. Go, keep that on. Anybody? Anybody willing to help him? He goes alone. Get a corner out of it. Come on. We could actually win this. Royal Oak, come on. Frankenborg, take it. Come on. Where's the urgency, Frankenborg? We're not going for the draw. Frankenborg. You're so selfish. Put that ball in. Back out to Frankenborg. Frankenborg to Harris. Frankenborg. Get back on side, lad. Oh, because you fucking want to take your time in a fucking corner, Frankenborg. Can we clear? Free kick. Come on. You got a yellow. Ref, don't blow. Don't blow there, ref. Dressing room. We didn't get the result, but I'm happy that with the comeback. Not happy with your defensive work. Can't fault you for your efforts. Can't fault you for your efforts. Just defending was absolutely atrocious. Because what's this done in terms of points? So this puts us on 29. That will put Swaffham Town on 28 if they win. Really don't think a draw is a disaster. Some of you lot are making it out. There was a win for the taking there, but we blew it. That almost felt like a defeat, to be honest. Not a great result. Great performance from Gregory Frankenborg today. The right winger was very good for Royal Oak. Yeah, Frankenborg is pretty good, isn't he? Thought we were dominant in that game. Yes, however, Frankenborg is getting overrated. Gregory Frankenborg was good today, wasn't he? Nothing spectacular, but thought he had a really good game. So, all down to Swaffham Town. Will they go above us? No, they won't go above us, actually. Will they close that gap to 1 point? Praised Frankenborg because he got a goal and an assist. I still don't think I'm 100% with Frankenborg here, because this is now 13 games unbeaten following the draw, and that has taken us to how many draws now? 5 draws. 5 draws, 8 wins. We really need to start winning again. How do you think the match went from a tactical perspective? I don't think it's important. Do you defy a lot of expectations this season? Progressing nicely up the table over the first few weeks. Do you think you can keep it going? It's a long season. We're going to take things one step at a time. The editors will have a hard time making a highlight package from that. How do you feel involved in such a match? Gregory Frankie Boy had a great game. I don't want to comment on individual performances. I say it's a bit lucky that we get to play Swaffham Town next, because that could help us increase the gap, or that could help us from stopping them closing the gap even further. Because if they win the next game, they're a point behind us, and then if they beat us, they go above us. So yeah. So looking back, we've had 2 draws in today's episode. So hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Fortunately, it has only been 2 games instead of the 3. We were going to play Swaffham Town, but that's going to be in another episode, where it'll be in episode 8. It'll be Swaffham Town, Northwich Medic, and Waverley under 21s in episode 8. And episode 9. Episode 9 will be Tackaloniston Reserves and Eastern under 21s. And then episode 10 will be the final 2 games of the season. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment. And I'll catch you guys on Friday.